Yeah, initially, in the early days when I went to do theater, I had no idea I was doing something so beautiful. I mean, theater. I didn't even know the word theater. Correct. I started doing the school play, thinking, oh, okay, you know what? I'll get to miss the mathematics period. So I went down into the activities room where they were conducting theater workshops, which I came to know about much later. Now, I was so naive that I got to know that I like doing this the day I finished doing it. We had a play, and yeah, we had a play. I still remember in the Air Force Auditorium in New Delhi, and I had three roles in that play. Uh, and the day the play got over, it didn't occur to me that we are not going to meet from tomorrow. That it's not going to happen from tomorrow. Kal se nahi hoga. Things are going to be over. After this, the so-called theater thing in the activities room is not happening. And we all started crying. Because I knew for a fact that we were going to miss it. That's when I knew that, oh, this was fun. I'm not going to have this in my life again. So whenever in school, whenever the next time a theater workshop would happen, or whenever something like that, something remotely close to theater happened, I wanted to be a part of it. There was this one time where there was another play happening. And, there's a difference between the theater guy coming from outside and conducting a theater workshop and then a school teacher trying to prepare you for an annual day performance. So there's a difference. So as a kid, you kind of started understanding what the difference was, what theater and education meant, and what theater as a word actually meant. Yes, so I was a little slow to catch on. It took me a good 3-4 years to realize that, oh, so the thing that I like is this, and the thing that I don't understand is this. Yeah, so things became much more clearer, and I kind of started understanding, oh, okay, you know what, this is called theater, where you get to go to the stage into an auditorium and get to miss the mathematics period. And this bit is fun. I wouldn't say I wouldn't have done anything if I didn't have the resources that I did. I would have, because I know me. I'm a bit of a, if I want to do it, I want to do it kind of a person. But I'll tell you what the film school did do for me. The film school did this beautiful orientation program for me towards the film industry, because I was in Delhi thinking, oh, you know what, this is how acting is done, and I'm ready. I just need to go there, and I just need to, get introduced into the art of filmmaking, and I will transition all my learning from the stage into film. That's not how it was. It took me around, it took me, and I'm smart that way. I'm a little street smart that way. A couple of months into the course, I knew that it was a completely different ball game. What Whistling Woods as a film school did for me was, it cut down 10 years of struggle. Because if I had gone to a film set and did what I did in my diploma films or in my short fiction films, the films that we made in film school, they kind of made us make those mistakes that we would go and make on a real film set. And if I go on a real film set and do those mistakes, these people will judge you for life. And then, depending on how you are, that's going to stick. Yeah, it's going to either be really good or it's going to be really bad. In fact, in a way, I think people who do not go through this process spend a lot of time understanding, one, the lingo of cinema, how we talk on set, something as simple as ki, "Arey bhai, Russell aa raha hai," is something very new for someone, if you go on set, someone says, "Oh, Russell aa raha hai," and the new actor will be like, "Kya aa raha hai? मैंने क्या कर दिया? क्या खाया मैंने?" And not only that, film school has been, it's been a lot of growth up here for me. I mean, I came to film school with the idea of becoming this actor who's going to go and start doing films. I never realized that I'm going to go through culture studies. We had a subject called international uh, culture and art, and then we had stuff like film appreciation, where we would watch world cinema. I got introduced to world cinema in film school. So this word hustler, if I knew what this word actually meant back in the day, I would probably not be this hustler. And trust me, I was introduced to hip hop and all that very early on in life, and still I didn't understand this word hustle hard, and I was very I think I was very objective about life. And every time I would go out there, every time I would lift a dumbbell, every time I would run for 10 minutes and think, what, let's run 2 more minutes. Every time I would do that, I would think of that failure that I could be a part of, and it scared me. My biggest fear was failing. I did not want to fail. I'm still, I'm still driven by the fear of failing, and not failing, not failing as an actor per se. Failing as a human being, failing as a person, failing as a son, failing as a friend, failing as Sahil Vaid. It scares me. I really don't want to let people down. People who are depending on me. People who think, yeah, Sahil Vaid is someone who we can depend on. It really, really matters to me that I don't fail them. I think that makes me run that extra 2 minutes on the tread. It makes me go that extra mile. Makes me hustle hard, as you said. I was in class sixth. Okay. And at that time, my mother was the one who was really pushing me towards, मेरा बेटा ये करेगा, मेरा बेटा वो करेगा. She really wanted me to become a star. She's the one who took me to be a part of this Tarang show also. So back in the day, one of my first theater teacher, Mr. Ajay Manchanda, that's his name. He kind of pulled me out of the house and he said, "You know what? There's this place where I go to and I do radio serials, medium wave radio serials, and there is a bacche ka part, and I want you to come and do that." Yeah, this was way back in 1997. And I just remember going to Akashvani and meeting this guy wearing a cherry colored suit. His name was Kamal Dutt. It was in the radio station, one of those government biggies in the radio. And I remember recording. There was this omnidirectional microphone right in the center of the room. And before we got into that room, we did a lot of rehearsals. I realized that we were recording that on spool, which today I consider myself very lucky that I've recorded on spool. Spool kya hota hai? Spool pe, when you do a recording, you don't have the privilege of, cutting and pasting.
Cutting and
so,
chopping,
yeah, so you have to do rehearsals. As an artist, you have to get together, have a lot of chai, do a lot of rehearsals, so that when you go on, you can do sections non-stop. So dubbing can be very powerful. It can be an effective tool to, one, repair your own performance, two, replace a voice and give a character a completely different dimension. So it's actually a tool when you come to think of it. So slowly but steadily, I kind of started realizing what the power of this medium actually is, and the whole world witnessed what the power of this medium was when they watched something called Bahubali, and everybody were like, "What? This film? It was made in this language and it was dubbed in some 35 languages. You're seeing Bahubali playing in Chinese theaters in Chinese. It was dubbed in Japanese. It was dubbed in Arabic." So that's something that opened people's minds towards, oh, you know what? This can broaden the market of a film manifolds. And things changed. Suddenly, after Bahubali, everybody wanted their films dubbed. Then Dabang also. Then we had. I remember recording Jodha Akbar in English. Yeah, and now suddenly, because of this language barrier which has been eradicated, people are watching every film in their own language.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you like what we do, follow us on our socials and check out our other uploads.